Hey guys, Carl Brown from guitarlessons365.com. This is going to be our final video on classical gas. We're going to have a lot of repeated sections, but we're going to start with that part that I just played, which is probably one of the trickiest parts. There's a lot of moving parts. It's really quick. Along with the C major section that we looked at earlier, this is probably the most difficult thing in the tune and that you'll have to work on the most. So let's take a look at it here. We're coming out of that we did to end the last video, which is like the second half of the main theme. And we have this ascending figure. You have your just a standard little A major shape. You don't have to have your first finger down though. It's just you're gonna hit this picking pattern here is gonna be always the thumb and then the middle finger played together with the string underneath it. In this case, it's thumb and the G string together. I mean the A string with the thumb, the G string with your middle finger together over to the D string. From there, you're going to go to the G here at the 3rd fret on the 6th string and pick the B string open with it, followed by the open G string. Then the open A with the first finger here on the B string with the open G after it. Then the 2 on the 2nd fret there on the A string, and then the 3rd fret on the B together with the open G string after it. So far we have. Then up to the 3rd fret here on the 5th string with the high E open G string again. Then put your first finger here on the 1st fret on the high E, 2nd finger at the 2nd fret on the G string, and you're going to pick the open A string with that high E string over to the G string now. Then you're going to just put your 3rd finger at the 2nd fret on the high E string, and now the bass string is going to be the D. So you're going to put that and the high E string together, followed by the G string again. Then move up to that same G chord we did before, followed by the open B. So all together. Alright, then we're going to go back to this melody that we did earlier. But the pattern here is going to be the same. Low E string with it, the first melody note, followed by the open B string. And then again, just with the melody note at the 5th fret. And then the 7th. Alright, then we go back to the familiar little A minor chorus section. Alright, now the 4 chords that end it, we're going to play them a little bit differently this time. Same thing in the left hand really, but the pattern is now going to be, you pick the low string, then the next string with your thumb. So there's 2 hits, and then the top 3 notes. Same ending. Alright, with those chords, now you put your 3rd finger again down on the 4th string there, the 3rd fret, and now pick with your thumb across the 5th and 4th string, really quick, and then take your ring finger, and while you're doing that, just hold the 6th string so it doesn't vibrate, and then just go. You'll end on the A string, but you hold that 6th string so it doesn't ring out. Alright, there's a little pause there, then it comes back to really the last part of the song, which is familiar already. We didn't do the hand-roll version of that, by the way, you can see there. So you're starting it again. Then the same ascending figure that we did towards the beginning of the song. So you already seen this before. So right here, it skips, now goes straight to that part that we learned at the beginning of this video. Now right there, that little build-up melody, instead of coming back down to that last 7 and hitting the open B, you go back and play the 5 on the same string. Alright, now we end it with these chord stabs, which is a little bit different than the other endings. It's going to be an A minor bar chord at the 5th fret here. So you're going to pick that with the same, hit 2 bass strings and the top notes, then over to that, this would be a D major chord. Then the same 4 chords we did earlier. Now instead of doing the same picking pattern on the very last chord as B flat, just hit it once. Just hit it with the back of your nail or whatever. Then we have this outro. Alright, so that's based around that same chord that we did earlier. The picking is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. I'm sorry, 5, 4, 1, 3. All the way across to the first string, then back down to the B string. There's a quick little pattern here then at the end. Now, pay attention here because we have it's the G string followed by the D, back to the G to the B, and then an open G string. Doesn't really sound like it fits there, but he uses it to shift to the next chord. So he has, and now the next chord is the same chord, basically just with it's at the 4th fret on the D, but you have to hold it a little bit differently because of that. So you have the 4th fret on the D, 1st fret on the G, 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the B string, same exact picking pattern. With that open G string again. Use that open G to play an A major chord. Just strum across the 4 middle strings. And that'll end Classical Gas. I hope you guys will see me again with my next song lesson coming soon. Bye-bye.